Hello, hello everyone. It is Stacy with Stacy's Ritzy DP Crafts and yeah, I am here to do a whip and chat for June Pride. It's been a hot minute. It's been crazy busy and I'll get into all of that. So welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining the channel. Really appreciate y'all. I am working with trays primarily from from Firefly. I love my firefly trays. I could not do. I just love my firefly trays. In fact, I have a whole box sitting over here of ones that Tammy and Rich did on a live where they were doing an auction for excessive items people had that they wanted to rehome, and I was very fortunate enough to win some trays. So I am super duper happy. But welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you so much for hanging out and listening. I have a whole bunch of unboxings to film. I just haven't had time, and they're older ones, but still might need some flashbacks on them. I just found them. I forgot that I still had them and didn't open them. So in the move, I was able to locate them. And I'll get those out to you and try and get those filmed hopefully this week or next. But yeah, a lot of stuff has been changing, a lot of personal improvements and advancements, and I'm just really happy how things are going right now. Just a little maintenance here with Proffitt Creations. We do have a new artist that's coming out with some new artwork and very child friendly art and very adorable. And I think it's multimedia but with pencils. But they're very, very cute designs. So we'll be getting them out. Just have to get some final things done, but they're all ready to go on the website. So we just need to click a switch and they'll be available. Yes, they will. So just need to get with Rose on that so we can finish that up. Um, what else? What else? I've got some stuff coming out. Personally, I don't know where the art is going. I've got to get it up on my Stacy Deal Arts page so that the companies I work with, they can see what they would like. And I am contracted now, licensed with Bee's Crafty Corner, and for release papers. So check that out. And I'm also with Crashly, so I'm not exclusive to either of them, but my art is exclusive. So whatever one has, that's theirs. It's not going to cross over. And yeah, it's getting wild trying to track who's got what everywhere. So little organization goes a long way when it comes to releasing images and making sure you're not double releasing them. So that's been an interesting way of setting things up. But I'm just very blessed and very fortunate that I have these opportunities with these small businesses, and whatever I can do to help them out is awesome. Awesome, awesome. And what else? Um, I don't know if a lot of you went to meeting in the Mitten, I think it was. Yeah, up in Michigan with Mindy and them, but I did their paintings um, for the event, their event painting and logos. And oh my God, that was so much fun. I didn't want to say anything until they actually had the event for those, but oh my God, she made these really cute keychains and they look so cute. So I might have to look into helping people sometimes a little bit more often late as of late because it was really nice to do something like that. My personal life. What is going on with my personal life? I finally got my front porch done. Oh my God. That was, I don't know why it took so long, to be honest with you. It was ridiculously long. And I know that people have personal stuff and it's a small town, and I'm very humbled by it. But, like, come on, you tell me it's going to take 2 or 3 weeks to get done and it takes like 3 months. Like, that's not cool. And then I had my yard cleared out, which we couldn't get all the rocks from the house. So I'm really hoping when we mow, it's not going to cause any issues. But now I have to save up for a gate to put in my back. And I'm debating if I want a double wide gate so we can get cars in and out or boats in and out. Um, if not, then my husband's just going to have to remove his stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work. But it's like really expensive. I want is it PVC? A PVC type of gate so that way it doesn't rust or erode or corrode. So I don't have to keep replacing it. Very low maintenance and stands up, very durable as well. And it's white and it looks so nice. And now I have to figure out how I want to lay my front yard. So I might post it on my Facebook page and just get ideas from people on how they would set up theirs. And maybe you guys could be the landscaper for me. I need to get a driveway in, and then I want an area where trees go. And why isn't that working? Um, so it's just, I think, I'm not sure what it's a matter of. I think it's just a matter of getting it designed properly. So I might have to get a landscaper to come out and get like the most efficient way of doing it. Um, which probably won't happen until the end of August after the rain season. For right now, I'm just trying to maintain my yard, even though I don't have my um, lawnmower out of storage yet because it's stuck with my husband's stuff. Who will be home in July? It'll be over a year since I've seen him. Um, it's, I don't know. It's going to feel very, very weird, but we'll just have to see. We will have to see. All right. I don't know what I was doing with these, but oh, here they are. I think I'm going to stick them. Oh, nice fly. In. I'm off to the side, so you can't really see what I'm doing. But I am sticking it in one of my trays because I don't think it's that much. And I think these are going to be more sporadic. See, I love these trays. I love them. Love them to death. Um, Definitely. All right, so I'm just writing things on here because I'm sure with like nail polish remover or something, alcohol, they might come off. I hope they come off. If not, I'll just put stickers on top of them. But I've just been writing my symbols on it. Don't ask. Anywho, all right, so let's see what we're going to work on here because I'm kind of getting to the point. I think I'm going to focus on this area. Um, Let me see if I can get the camera over there. All right, I fixed it. We're going to work on the car. How's that? I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do. And then hopefully it won't unblur. Give me just a second. All right, I took it off autofocus, so hopefully it won't like keep focusing and unfocusing because that's really annoying. I hate when it does that. So life is going on. I haven't seen my husband for over a year, or it'll be a year by the time he comes home. So that will be very interesting. I've gone through a lot of changes and a lot of self improvements on my side. I've been working both my programs, well, therapy and my program, and it has been absolutely amazing. Like, I've been working super, super hard, and like, I can see how things are changing a little bit more. I don't get so worked up about things anymore. I don't worry about what other people are doing. Um, I have emotion and feeling coming back when someone tells me something that does hit, which is nice. I mean, I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to get that level of emotion back. But I can at least listen. I can listen so much better now and not always feel like I have to fix it or come up with advice on anything. I can just tell stories of similar things that I've been through to help someone get through something. So it's been really, really nice. Kind of worried about when someone comes home, but I'll just have to take that one step at a time and just make sure that I use all my tools that I have available and I take my space when I need my space. And I just keep telling myself it's okay. I don't always have to agree with what's being said, and I can let him talk and not like try and control the conversation. A lot of times the talk is so one sided that it's just like, okay, I'll just be quiet, and I really don't want to be doing that anymore. So I'm trying to find my voice. Like, I can kindly just say, look, I know you've talked a lot about yourself, but is it okay if I engage and talk about this or talk about that? And hopefully we can get a two-way conversation going instead. Something on common ground. I don't know. But I just have to work on that communication because it hasn't been there. And one of the things that's a struggle is that talking about development and stuff that's going on in our lives, like, is irrelevant. If it doesn't benefit someone, then why bother talking about it, is basically what I get out of it. So I just have to figure out how to get that communication going, which is going to be a learning process. But it's okay. I'm going up with my boundaries. I'm going to try and not get projecting what may happen, like doing the what ifs. I'm going to try and stay out of that what if, like, what if this happens and what if that happens? Because I think when you do the what ifs, it kind of projects that from into reality. And I don't want some things to become a reality. So I'm just going to not be worried about it. And if my boundaries end up getting crossed, then I'll worry about it. But yeah, so that's going to be interesting. Our B'nai Mitzvah, which is a double bat mitzvah for my daughter and I, is going amazing. I am so proud of how she's picking up on the prayers and just feeling comfortable. She's dressing more appropriately when we go to temple and really taking a lot of care in herself. And I think it's really helping her self esteem. And I'm very proud of her for doing it. And she's inspiring me to do it, which is just awesome. We've got end of August. End of August, that's all going to happen. Um, so, yeah, we're not telling a certain someone or that side of the family because it's not for that side of the family. It's for me. It's a lot of it is for me. It's letting go of the past and being able to start new with a new foundation and a new role that I want to have in my life with my daughter. Yeah, mostly a foundation and just being involved with the community as a whole. I was actually I used to, in my jobs, be the person that everyone went to get things done. And I haven't had that feeling in a long time because I used to be a coach and we used to help people in training and help people in chat with my job. And they took that away from us. They're saying that it's because of hours. I don't know why they took it away. Like, I haven't even been helping with training for the past 2 or 3 years. So it's just like I kind of settled into doing the bare minimum, to be honest with you. Like, I have so much potential, but it doesn't get used. And I don't know if any of you heard my last whip and chat, but they've got a new contract for me with a new company going back into healthcare, which I love. And I'm not starting my tenure. I'm still with the same contracted company. I just switching the contract. Like, I went from DirecTV to another company, got contracted out with another company like a year and a half after I joined. And then I've been with this particular company for this is my 11th year, and I'll be switching to the new company in July. So I'm like very happy. At least I can finish up my 11 years, and then I'll be going in my 11th, 12th year with the new company, and hopefully everything will coincide with my scheduling, because that's going to be a huge, huge challenge for me right now. I do meetings from 12 to about 1:30, and then I take my lunch. And I use my breaks during this time as well. And I'm going to be losing that. I have a way to work around it, but I'm going to be losing it, and I'm not happy. Like, it's going to be super, super hard, and I'm really not happy about it. So I'm just going to wait until training is over, and then like I'll stay doing what I'm doing. But if it's too, like, my mental health starts going again, I am definitely going to be looking into like some type of schedule change. If I have to go to part time just to maintain my sanity, I will go part time if I have to. I'm not afraid of that. Whether or not the company lets me, I don't know, but that might be the best solution. I am on a 32-hour work schedule, and I'm really hoping I can keep that going forward because that would help a little bit. And then I have to decide if I want to do a 2 to 10 shift, if it's even given to me as an opportunity. Because if I do 2 to 10, there's a lot of positives with that. I can actually sleep in, I can attend my meetings, I can go to my therapy. If I wake up, I can go back to bed for several hours before I have to go into work. It's just that Jackie's going to be left alone when she gets home. And while that's okay, she has to start developing her, you know, independence. And she's really good at independence, but I worry about like her getting schoolwork done and stuff. And then if we want to go out for the weekend or something, like I'll be working too late on Friday to do anything. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel, and I'm just going to take it day by day. The training I can do goes until the end of August, and they better give me my time off for my religious purposes to do a week of studies before a bat mitzvah. That's got to happen. Like, there's no way that can't happen. And I will fight tooth and nail. But I'm trying to get my lane leader to actually write an official letter letting them know that I have to dedicate a whole week to religious studies before the ceremony. So we'll see how that turns over because it's the last week of training, but hopefully things will be all caught up by then and we'll be good to go. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. I think I'm done with this side with these colors. All right, so these are good. Do I have any ends in here? Yes, I do. So we can do ends for a while. But yeah, so that's kind of like been the struggle, and it's been it's been emotionally hard for me. When I'm in my other group, it's every day from like 12 to 1:30, and I absolutely love it. Like, I was going through such emotional turmoil thinking that I wouldn't have that group. I came up with a solution. It's not a kosher solution, but it is a solution to still feel connected with people. And I'm not going to say what it is on here, but I'm hoping that that is something that I'll be able to work with and can figure that out. Sorry, my dog's scratching right now, but I don't want to leave my group. I really don't. That gives me a lot of. I have a lot of spiritual connection, and just being in that presence helps me. And listening to people just helps me out a lot. They inspire me to be better. They inspire me to believe in myself and take care of myself and know that I can do hard things. So it's just really interesting. And in fact, with the temple, speaking about doing hard things, I was going to the point that a lot of people rely on me to do stuff because they know I'll get it done. But part of me in the big grown up roles, which is why I never became a manager because I really don't like the red tape crap that you have to deal with the manager. Like, if you can find a better way of doing something, then by all means do it. As long as it's not affecting the company as a whole and it helps things go better, then why not? Oh, because you can't, because it's not policy. Well, screw policy is what I say. Do what is going to be best. So that's why it's like I won't get along in a management role. But I've had people in my in one program want me to be like a representative in an official position, and I'm like all those negative thoughts just start hitting. Like, it's a big, that's a bigger role, and you have to be responsible, and you haven't done roles like these. You've always shied away thinking you couldn't do them. And now I'm like, hell yeah, I can do that. Like, am I going to get overwhelmed? That's the only thing that I have to worry about is it something that's going to overwhelm me? Is it going to be too much taking on these things? And yeah, that's something I do have to think about and I do have to watch myself with. But I can always say, hey, I do need a backup person when it does get too hard, because I do get overwhelmed. I don't mind helping out, but I would appreciate if there was someone also doing it with me. I really hate social media. Like, promoting is not my thing. I shouldn't say hate, that's such a strong word, but it's just like, it's so much effort, mental effort goes into promoting, and it sucks because I own a company. Like, I'm part owner of a company, and I have to do most of the promoting on social media, on Facebook and YouTube, and it is hard, man. I know there's AI now, and you know, great, AI does help, but at the same time, you still have to do all that work, or I do. And I do it solo. And then I'm also a parent and I have a primary job. And it's just like, it's one thing after another. And I don't want to make excuses. I want to be able to handle the big girl stuff. I can do it. And I'm going to start saying that to myself. I can do it. But just have a backup just in case, like, I can't. If that makes sense. So I don't know. I'm going to take a look, at least with the temple, and figure out what's going on with the temple and what they need me to do. And they're like, we need you to email and collect membership and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I guess I could try and do that. Where was this? I know I was working on it. And I missed a whole bunch of them. Where did they go? It was little squares with the circles on the edges. And I know I had it here, but I don't know where they went. Hold on, I'm looking. See, this is why I like working with these quads, because if I miss something, I can go back to that color and do it. But now I don't know where it is. Ay, ay, ay. What is going on? Alright, we're just going to leave that for now. We'll come back to it when we come back to it. But, yeah, so that's something I'm thinking about. And they want Jackie to be a lane leader, which is basically leading services after she gets bat mitzvahed, which is huge. I'm so happy that they asked her because I think that would be a huge accomplishment for her and self esteem motivator that she can say, yeah, I lead my congregation. But it'll also help with college and volunteer work, and just help her socially, just like it'll help me socially, because apparently you meet a lot of people and some of them are pretty head honchos, especially in our little community. So who knows? Maybe I'll find a lawyer. That would be cool if I got connected up with a lawyer. But I think there's also politicians, and I do not like politics. Don't talk politics to me. I can't even keep up with what's going on in the world, unfortunately. But I think that's going to be changing because I think my mindset is starting to change in like what I want to be interested in learning and finding out. But I don't want to do it in an overwhelming way because these are all going to be like really new experiences. But I do know that before I do go through these ceremonies, I do have to do another round of EMDR. And I also have to just mentally process because I'm basically using this ceremony to kind of like say goodbye to my younger self, and not have all that stuff still built up with me to trigger me. And hopefully, I will be able to say goodbye. I have a hard time seeing myself little and telling myself it'll be okay. It's very emotional because of how hard of a time I went through. But what was really, really nice is that through with the ceremony, I've reconnected with some of my cousins or my dad's cousins, and they're like, "You really need to go talk to your cousin. She's like a day apart from you. Like, you guys are literally one day apart from each other." See, now I lost it again. Dang it. That was an up arrow. There's an up arrow floating around over here that didn't get put in. I'm just going to have to do this afterwards, I guess, because I keep losing what it is I'm trying to find. Anyway, so she's like a year apart from me, and we just started talking, and she totally justified everything that I was feeling and going through. And you have no clue when you are in things so deep and you have finally have someone fully justifying everything you feel, thinking that you're the only one feeling this way and thinking that you're the only one that's gone through this in the family. And it was such a relief to hear that. And we've gone through similar situations with marriages, with growing up, with our kids. And it's just going to be so nice to have somebody to connect to and talk to. And if I'll be honest, if my dad was still around, I don't think this would be happening because I would still have a lot of resentment built up. And I'm letting that go. And it's a really, really, really nice feeling because I have all these other emotions coming in. I actually started tearing up a few times, not understanding why I was getting so sad. Yeah, not going to my meetings at noon was making me sad, but there was more to it. And I'm finding out, oh, there they are. I just found them all. Um, I really hope this is okay for you guys because I don't have any other light, so I do apologize. But that's a bad one. Um, what was I saying? Oh, I don't know what I was saying. I forgot, but you guys get the gist. Um, I think you get the gist. Oh, yeah. I was getting really sad emotionally, and I was unable to process. And now I'm kind of I'm hopeful, and hope is scary because you want to hope for things, but hope doesn't come on your terms. It comes on, well, what I feel is God's terms. You know, you can hope for all you want, but God's only going to fulfill the way He needs to fulfill that the path, what your path is, and it'll be at your own time, and you won't see what that is until it actually happens, and then you'll be like, oh, gotcha. It might not always be what you want. It might not be answered because there's other stuff coming. You know what I mean? There's another road that you need to take. Um, so yeah, I get very spiritual with stuff. Um, and it's just my hair must be falling out. Let me try and get that. Oh. But yeah, so I've been getting very emotional, and I'm realizing I need to let my past go. I need to know that while the future might be scary, that it's a good thing. and I'm starting to be more okay with that. I'm not getting as emotional, and I'm writing more about things and how appreciative I am of what I've been through. I am going to start retraining my brain, because a lot of my childhood has been I've been very angry. I've resentful, and I want to get rid of that, and I want to be able to see what we were able to have that you normally don't have, what trips we went on, what we were provided that is above and beyond what your standard needs are for living. And I'm thinking that if I put like the negatives on one side and then I put the positives on the other, just like I do with my EMDR therapy, then I can start overpowering my negatives with the positives, and then I can start being more accepting. Like my dad has been a huge issue in my life, and a lot of resentments are from that. I'm starting to let some of them go because I'm an adult now, and I can make my own decisions. And he's not around to be controlling. He's not around to take over conversations anymore. He's not around to be center of attention and to show off. And I get to be me, and I don't have to have that weighing over me. And what's nice about that is I'm finding my voice. I'm finding how to communicate and say, hey, you know what? I'm not comfortable continuing the conversation. Can you take over? Because I don't know what to say anymore. Or, hey, I don't understand what you're saying. Can you like word it in a way that it's easier for me to understand? And that's okay. It's okay to say that. If you don't understand something, speak up. If you're not happy about something, speak up. I do that with my daughter all the time. And then now I'm recognizing it with my sister. So when things go haywire with my sister, I'm like, wait a second, that conversation didn't go right. I need to find out what actually happened and why it went the way it did. And I need to be open and receptive to that. And that's huge. Usually I would be on the defensive. I don't have to. Oh, no. I don't know what color that is. I am thinking it is this color. Let me see. The airplane. Yep. So we're just going to write plane because I cannot draw an airplane. Okay. And I do remember opening my plane. So hopefully that's the right color. But yeah, so I have to let that go. Like I need to get it out of my system. And yeah, yeah. So he he did a lot. Like he worked really hard, and he took us to Disneyland all the time. Yeah, it was free with his company, but still, like we didn't have to do that. So we went. We used to go to Disneyland every year. We used to take trips. Like we go to Mexico. We would like he took us when we were a baby. He took us to over half the states. We've been to New York a few times, and he's taken us on a cruise, a couple cruises, and it's just like he didn't have to do any of that. You don't have to buy kids bikes. There's plenty of things that they can do without bikes. We had piano lessons, we took ice skating lessons, we went to summer camp, and it's just like all these things. Like I didn't, I wasn't grateful for it. And throughout my life, I started to expect things like I fucking worked hard. Like I expect I should, you know, people should be doing this for me. And that's not how you should go through life. And so I try and give back when I do that. When I go through stuff and when I hear people go through stuff, I try and give back. And I do that a lot of the times. I'll do that through my art sometimes. Like something someone says, I'll catch on, and then it'll just inspire me to create some images. And they have no clue. They have no clue what they said or did. And then I show them, they're like, oh my God, that's exactly what I was thinking. Or, oh my gosh, you represented that so well. One of my friend's cats died, and she was really close to the cat, and I ended up doing an image for her, and she didn't realize I was doing it, but I did, and she loved it. And I have some other people that are like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was feeling, or that's exactly like all my quirky stuff. I love being quirky, and you capture that perfectly. And that's how I give back. I can't always be there emotionally for people. I love to be there to listen to listen to. And now it's just like I can do that a little bit easier. But sometimes it's still hard to do that emotionally. But I can still hear. I can still hear someone going through something. And if I can do something that makes them smile or something that makes them laugh or be happy, then that's what I'm going to do. If I can, get them something simple and send it to them and just say, hey, friend, it's okay. I know one person who is probably going to be listening to this should be heeding my words. I am here to talk to, I am here to listen. I don't like when people get so closed up emotionally. I think people need to learn who's safe that they can speak to and get out what they need to get out without judgment. And I know with this one person, I would love to be that person, but I can't force them. I can only hope that, they know that I'm there, and I know that they do, and that they know that I care and that I'm a good listener, and I don't sit there gossiping about stuff. Like, if someone tells me something, it's pretty much going to be staying with me, unless something's like detrimental to their health or something like that, like harmful is being done or said. That's the only time like I would really say something. But I don't give advice. I'll tell stories to try and help out a situation and help that person understand, or find something I can read now and, put something in their mind like, oh, this is okay. Or, oh, yeah, I can see that happening. And thank you for sharing with me that you've gotten through it because now I know I can get through it. But I don't push. Like, if you want to talk to me, I'm here. I had a friend that I had gone out to Florida to meet, and she wanted to be family. And I'm like, okay, because we were close, but I realized I shouldn't have because she didn't come to me for stuff. Like, she kept saying how she needed to talk to somebody, and, you know, she's not getting the type of feedback she wanted, which we can't do that. But I'm like, you never called. Like, you never reached out to me. And I'm realizing that some people just need to feel loved. And you don't have to take on a family and feel like you're part of somebody else's family just to feel loved. Like, you can still be a friend and still feel loved. And it kind of rubbed me the wrong way when that was imposed on me. And I was like, okay, well, if we're close, we're close. But now we're not close. And, like, I don't know what happened, but I'm just going to leave it at that. I just, you know, all I can do is pray and hope that that person finds peace, and I can find peace in the situation, and maybe not be so open to having people in my life that I don't know. It's just really, really weird. I just think I have to be a little bit more cautious. I have somebody at Temple doing the same thing to me. I'm like, I am not sure what type of vibe is going on, and there's some mental challenges that are going on with this person, and it's just like, I don't want to, I'm nice and you can talk to me and I'm open, but don't mistake that for anything else, because it's not. And like I'm just trying to be really careful that I'm not leading anybody else on, or like I don't know. I just don't want to lead anybody on. I'm happy being by myself. It's great to have company and companionship, but I'm not looking for anything right now. I am hoping that the main person in my life gets their butt in gear and starts being involved with the family. Because if not, I will start looking elsewhere. That sounded so horrible. I didn't mean for that to sound the way it did. But we look for companionship elsewhere, whether it be hanging out with other women, hanging out with study groups, joining clubs. Like, that's what I'm meaning. Don't get the wrong idea, guys. Come on. I'm a very kosher person. Um, but yeah, so it's a challenge. And I'm just like, I never thought I'd be talking this way before. And I've really done a lot of maturing, and I'm very proud at how hard I've been working at myself, and I don't want my happiness to be taken away. I'm finally getting my smile back. I'm finally getting enjoyment, and like I just want to sit by the water and be relaxed, and I just want to travel and go someplace where I can just relax. I don't have to be pushed to do activities all the time like I used to, because somebody else controlled situations. And I'm really looking forward to all of that. So, yeah, I think I'm going to kind of wrap it up here. But I'll leave you with something. And I think you guys should check them out. I have been listening to this music for quite some time, and it just totally hits. And let me see if I can get the group. But you guys, I was watching the Camry trial, the second one. I didn't watch the first one. I think I'm on day 4, and I'm watching it at like 1.5 speed, and I'm trying not to hear what the results were. So don't tell me. Um, but yeah, I think I'm going to be watching some of that tonight. But what is that group called? Hold on one second. One of the songs is You Are Enough by Citizen Soldier. Love that song. And the other one is Burden. Those are like You Are Enough and Burden. Those are the two songs that I've been listening to. And they've been pretty much, bleh, I can't spit it out. Pretty much explains my life. So I think I'm going to go listen to that a little bit more and decompress a little bit from this whip and chat, because it was a lot. um, and you guys take care of yourselves. Oh, I stopped diamond painting because I was looking. I'm sorry. But you guys take care of yourselves. I think I'm going to finish working on this a little bit longer. And I don't know. I think I do want to start my Lost in the Right Direction. So I'm going to try and finish this one as quickly as I can for June Pride. And then I'm going to get Lost in the Right Direction going. Yeah, I think I want to do that one. I'm trying to work on all of my old images that I have still boxed up in containers that aren't from 2 other companies. And we'll see what I do. I'm trying to get as many done as I can, and I think I'm going to be doing the smaller ones first. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So with that, oh, and Bistro Blanks, of course, you can't really see the colors because of the light pad, but let me see if I can turn it off. I love my Bistro Blank pens. Hold on. There we go. See, now you can see the image a little bit better. So cute. Um, but my little froggy, I am in love with this pen. And I do have my Snow White, but I think that is on the floor right now underneath my desk, and I don't feel like getting it. But I love my Bistro pens. So, oh, yeah, there's, see, a little Snow White. I got that with my Bistro pen. Love it. So, anyway, I'm going to head out, guys. You all have a great morning, afternoon, and evening. Take care of yourself. Be kind, be smart, be wise. Take care of your mental health. And reach out to people. You can't do it on your own. So, reach out. if you need to talk to someone. All right. Take it easy. Thanks for listening and see you on the flip side. Bye for now.